Good morning, everybody. I have an idea. I think it's pretty cool. What about having sober morning kickbacks? Basically, day parties. You invite a bunch of people over, maybe once a week, maybe once a month, whenever you want to do it. But you make a ton of food, breakfast food, maybe whatever you want. Sky's the limit here, but eggs, bacon, fruit, coffee, tea, OJ, all that. Play music, people could dance, come over, decorate the space, because parties, I think, are very valuable. When we come together with a bunch of people, when we have so much to share and discuss about ourselves, and we just go out and experience new things. The problem with a lot of, get-togethers and parties and outings and night outs and stuff is, we have a lot of really cool discussions philosophically, even politically, and just sharing our ideas, but it's the middle of the night, and we go home at 2 in the morning and we're drunk, and we don't remember it often. So the idea of like a morning get-together, it's almost like church, where you have all these discussions, you meet with people, you greet, except it's not like one person talking about religion. You don't have like a pastor at the front presenting that. And that's great and all, but it's more just people coming together, sharing ideas, enjoying, music and dance and reading and, what have you. But, a lot of outings that people go to when people hang out, it's a lot about, like, what we can receive. It's more receptive based, if that makes sense. We go out to experience what the night has to offer us. We want to go experience what that place is like. We want to watch that movie. We want to go have that food that we get served, right? And this idea, it can have that, and it can incorporate what we can receive. We can have nice food, nice things, but it's more based upon what we can put out and share. So, when I go out and I meet people and I talk in passing, what have you, there's so many interesting ideas that come up that often don't get fulfilled because, it fizzles out because it's the middle of the night and we're just spitballing ideas. Whereas when you do it, like, say, in the mid-morning, people are getting together on a Sunday, and we have the rest of the day to do what we want, those ideas can happen like that. We can just make magic happen. So, people come together, they make music, they hang out, they get to know each other. It's a very, something about that environment feels so much nicer than, if you just see a friend and you meet them at a restaurant, or you see them at work, or you just see them in passing. As we're just living in our capitalist world, when we come together with people, it often, the capitalist environment always plays a role, and it's, we have a place we can go out to or something, but it's always very, I don't know what the word is, but it's always very quick. You go to a place, you enjoy that place, you come back, you get served. It's just, it's so quick and transactional and stuff like that. But coming together in the morning, people dress up almost like church, and we meet up, and there's no dogma, there's no specific thing. I mean, you could design it to have a specific thing we all do, but keep it open for the time being. And people coming up with ideas, or say someone's like, oh yeah, I need to help my grandma move today. And, it's 11 in the morning and it's a Sunday and plenty of people are free and willing to help, by 4 in the afternoon, we could get that done with a huge group of people. Or we could start even building something. Each day could be unique, if we have someone that often hosts these things and they come up with different ideas each time, and people are coming over, 30 plus people, and they're on board with different outings. One day you go out and play soccer maybe, or do a bike ride, or go to a library and one person reads a book to everyone else, or we all kind of study something, or we physically construct something. When we come together in numbers and we leave it open and we begin to establish ideas, but there isn't this sense of urgency, or like with a job you have to show up and you have to perform, and it's not usually stuff you want to be doing. That's not always true, but with something that's much more, liberal in a sense, when we come together with, you know, an idea we're all on board on, and we have all these numbers of people, we can get so much done so quickly. So we can make changes, you know, and the sky's really the limit. A lot of people think they need to get involved with a specific program that's already established, that maybe is connected with the government or is a big business, whatever, for things to happen. We want to go to an established program. We don't want to make it ourselves. We worry that we need a lot of money. We think it costs a lot of money to make our dreams come true. But even people with millions of dollars sometimes don't know how to get what they want off the ground. And there's certain people that have that ability to, you know, rub two nickels together and just make their dreams come true. So it's all about, you know, believing in yourself and getting your mind right, and there's tons of practices and diet and everything all plays a role as to, you know, manifesting what we truly want in this world. So I just love that idea, the idea of this like sober morning kickback, the morning get together party type of thing where we kind of all want to jump into better experiences in life and get into our higher natures. We could all start making art together. We could make one collaborative thing, and it's not a specific program with a specific name, with a specific goal in mind that only attracts certain types of people. It's just, you know, you and your friends and their friends, and more and more people coming together and just exploring, you know, what life has to offer and what they can offer life, which I think is interesting. So I don't know if I have much more to say about this idea. I just want to get it off the ground, you know, like just more and more music and community. And it's unfortunate that at this time, I think a very pivotal time where we could be on the cusp of a new golden age, a new renaissance, because that's what this is all about, is us bringing down that kind of energy that's very reminiscent of the Renaissance, where we're becoming just healthier and more creative and more aware about what we want and more pragmatic. But it's unfortunate that, you know, a lot of the media we see in our world today is so much centered around fear and making us afraid to come together, and is, you know, if we let it can cut us off from our own power to achieve what we want to achieve, which takes, you know, individual agency to do. So let me know what you think, and if you want to ever get like a morning, you know, get together going, cook up some good food, everyone can maybe dress up or just do what you want to do, bring music, bring books, bring what inspires you, just excuse me. The sky's the limit. Yeah, it's kind of just open for interpretation at the moment. And yeah, where I live right now is like doesn't have air conditioning, so it gets crazy hot right now. And I was wanting to do like parties and get-togethers during the summer, but it's just been like too brutal. So, but you know, the idea is definitely in mind, and I feel very hopeful that we can direct ourselves in a positive direction with it. And again, it's not about just like getting drunk and you know, just going crazy or something and you know, damaging our health. It's something where in coming together, it can uplift us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So yeah, let me know what you think. Peace out.